We're talking about
rulers.
Rulers.
Look at me.
Rulers.
Aren't you so proud?
I am. I love you. So we're talking rulers, folks. And here we go. Yesterday, we talked about the mini curve ruler, which was really fun. Have you ever done those before?
No, I've been scared, but
you know, it's really
but
easy.
I've seen a demo on it.
It's really easy.
They
it's
make
not
it look
bad.
easy.
It's not bad at all.
Nobody's made me do it yet.
So
don't make me.
Oh,
don't make...
Did you guys just hear what she said? No one's made her do it yet. You know what's on my list?
Yes, that's the problem now.
That's the problem. So today, what we're going to talk about is a ruler I actually shared with you probably a couple of weeks ago, but there were still some questions on it, and I want to share it with you one more time because I'm going to show you not how to get only one block out of it, but two different blocks. Okay,
so, a ruler that does two
different things. Yeah,
nice.
And that is the Creative Grids 45-degree Kaleidoscope and Dresden ruler. How cool is that, right? Now, I know we've talked about this before, but I want to show you something on my phone because I get this question a lot. We've talked to you about how it has, all the Creative Grids have a little, what they call a QR code, right? This is a QR code, and when you scan it with your phone, up will pop a video. So I'm going to show you
how that's done. Say, okay, good, because I was going to say, yeah, we need to know how to do it.
So you take your phone. Oh, look at that. So weird.
And are you in the photo?
No, you're not in the photo.
What do you, no, I mean, is it, you go to your photos?
Whoops.
Your camera?
You just go to your camera and you scan it. So you just put it over top. You don't even take a picture. You scan it and up will come a link. Whoops.
And are there little marks that you have to line up?
Nope.
What?
And up comes a link, and look at that. A video. How cool is that, you guys?
Get out. It'll teach you how to do it?
And it will teach you how to do it. So if you're ever like wondering, you know, I bought that ruler. Why did I buy that? It's so simple. You just put that on your phone. But you don't even take the picture. And then it shows you what the two different blocks are. So this is a Dresden block, and that one is a Kaleidoscope block. So isn't that cool? And now I can watch the video on my phone.
A blunt tip up here.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Cool. So I just wanted to first start off with that.
All the Creative Grids have that?
They do. All of the Creative Grids have that.
Okay. I have to go home and look.
So I'm going to show you two different blocks today. And the first one is going to be the Dresden block. And then I'm going to show you the Kaleidoscope.
Okay.
So
I like Dresden.
This is what, if you remember.
These are amazing.
When did we do this? A couple weeks ago? This is when we did those pink and red blocks. And this is this was my favorite block, was doing a Dresden.
And that was with this ruler?
And that was with this ruler.
Okay.
So let's go over that first. I'm going to show Kyle how that's done.
All right.
All right. Here we go. And then we're going to do the Kaleidoscope next. And then I'm going to show you some pictures for inspiration. All right. So.
Want me to be over there, or are you going to go sew? What do you need?
No, let's see. I'm just going to grab a rotary cutter. Okay. So Kyle, with this Dresden, you can do it lots of different ways. But what I've done is I've taken 2.5-inch strips here of yellow and then a black and white dot.
It's 2.5 inches?
Okay. And I just, in order to get lots out of one cut, I just layered them. 1, 2, there's 3, there's 4. So what I am doing is I'm cutting triangles.
Okay.
So I already cut one that was this way. That's why you can see that. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to flip it around.
There's no waste.
And cut it this way. Exactly.
And you're putting it right at the edge?
So this has a blunt tip here.
Nice.
Which is really nice. And then all I do is just give a cut like that. And now I'm left with these. Okay. And I'm going to just turn it around. So flip it to the other side.
And line up the blunt end.
Line up the blunt end. Yep. and then do another cut. So you just continue to go up and down, back and forth until you have as
You can
many
get a
as you
lot
want.
out of that.
You really can. And in order to do a Dresden, if you're doing it with a 45-degree ruler, you want 8 wedges, what we might refer to as wedges. Okay, so now what you're going to do is, let's take this yellow one, for example. All you have to do is fold it in half with right sides together, and you're going to sew a 1/4 seam allowance across the top. So Kyle, let's go ahead and I'll have you sew it.
Magical.
Absolutely. Okay. I'm going to get our machine on here.
And where should I have the needle at?
I'm going to have it in the 1/4 inch position.
Okay.
And why don't you just take these 4?
Okay. I'll just start sewing those.
Start sewing them.
Right
Again,
sides together?
Right sides together. Yep.
Okay.
And I'm going to move the camera over here.
Do I need to backstitch it all?
No back stitching.
Okay. See if I can do it. It's a test. Oh my goodness.
There you go.
Okay.
You can do it.
I can do it. I haven't sewn in a couple weeks.
Did you miss it?
I did, kind of. Well, I did have to repair my brother-in-law's pants.
Ugh.
Every time I go there, he's got something for me to repair.
Oh, and guess what? You don't even have to cut in between, because you could just chain piece these.
Oh, good idea.
Yeah.
Good idea. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. Chain piecing.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys don't know about chain piecing, it's the best thing ever.
It is, because all you do is you just keep on sewing and you don't have to cut in between.
Does
Makes
it
it a
matter
lot
that I
faster.
start at the fold or
No,
the other one?
that's a great
point.
question, but it doesn't matter.
Okay.
You're good.
Okay, so this is chain piecing. I'm just lining up the bottom of it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I'm slow.
No, you're doing great.
I love Kris.
You're doing well.
I better hope they just turn out.
Oh, they will.
Okay. Okay. Got 'em.
Perfect. Okay. So now we're going to just trim those apart.
Okay.
Okay, so let's come back over here. Okay.
Cut them apart.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go back over to this side. You got the iron? Okay.
Okay. So what we want to do now, they're all complimenting you on your mustard color
Oh,
today. Which
thank you.
I
It's
love.
actually Chris's color.
It's
she
my
loves
favorite color, but
mustard.
I need that shirt.
I know.
for
I got it in
sure.
Florida. You want to know why?
Why?
I get to Florida. I get a phone call on my way home from work that I've got to go to Florida. Have to catch a plane by midnight. We live
Right.
2 hours away from the airport. So I grab all my clothes. All I have is flannels
Yeah.
and sweatshirts. So I go out the next morning and I say, nobody make fun of my flannel. I've got flannel on in Florida.
There you go.
So I had to go shopping.
You came
Darn.
from the tundra.
Mhm.
Here we're just
You did a nice long
trimming
trim.
off the corner here. Okay, so again, just it's going to reduce that bulk,
Nice.
and then we're going to take our little R&K turning tool and
We have it out.
flip it out. You know what? I might have kept it over in my sewing
Okay,
area.
I can go get it.
Is this one right? No. Okay.
Okay,
You know what I'll do? We're gonna use these for
She's
for
a
now.
genius.
So I'm just going to open that up, and then you've got a
Nice
Dresden fan. Okay, so again, we'll just do this.
Don't
Okay.
poke too ambitious.
That's right.
Because certain people have
Exactly.
made holes. My friend that I had the other day,
Yeah,
that friend happens.
there you go. Okay, and then this last one. Okay.
And to
So
make
you
this
have
fan,
these
you do
little
8
blades.
usually.
Mm-hmm. And now all you have to do is sew right sides together and pull it out.
You made that too
And-
easy.
It's It really is so
I've been
simple,
always
and it's
afraid
going to
of
look
these.
like this. Okay. So then you just continue to do it all the way around. Was that so simple?
It's way too
It was
simple.
really, really easy, right?
Unbelievable.
And so then you're going to just sew those together. You sew 4 together, you sew
It
4
looks so
together,
perfect.
and then you have a really cute little flower, which is where this came from. And then to cover the center, I did a yo-yo. Okay. So this one is kind of
Do
interesting.
you always do a yo-yo in the center?
No, you could do an applique, a circle applique, or if you're really good at it, all those points should come together.
I like a centerpiece.
I know, me too. But you can't have all those center points come together. Now, if you want to have all the center points come together, then you make sure that you don't have, like, I took a 1/2 inch from the top as cutting straight across. It has all this on the directions. If you don't want that, and that's why you have that center open. But it doesn't have to be that way. Now, Amber says it looks square, and it does, doesn't it?
What?
And right here, it looks like the pink is a square, but it's not.
Oh, yeah. Now I see it. You have to look at different eyes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, that's because, Amber, and that's a really good observation to make, because I used 2 different colors. If I wanted it to look more like a flower, then if I used like several different colors, or if I used one color, you wouldn't really be able to tell that. It would not give the illusion of a square. Okay. But it does give the illusion of a square, but actually those are blades. All right, so I'm excited to see this one to come together. I think it's going to be really cute. That is how easy it is. You can see the back. That's how easy it is.
You just iron. You're just ironing that.
Yeah.
How do you know where to line it up?
Great question. You're going to just kind of like maneuver it so that that's in the center. Now, if you have a hard time trying to decide where the middle is, this is what you can do. Here's a tip for you. You could actually keep it, the way it was sewn. Out. Do a finger press on this so that you now have a center, or so you have a point to iron.
Put it to.
Now, when I turn it right side out, I do have a point to line this up with the fold, and I would have a perfect center. So either way is going to work.
That's awesome.
All right. Any questions on the Dresden? So that's how easy it is to do a Dresden. Simple. Yeah, really, really simple, right?
I like that.
Now, here's another idea of what you could do with this same ruler. With this one, it's called the 45-degree Kaleidoscope and Dresden plate ruler. So what is a kaleidoscope? Well, let me show you what I did here.
I love this.
I took 2-inch strips and sewed 4 of them together. Now, you can do this in any combination that you want, any combination. You could do all the same. You could do all different and you get a really cool looking kaleidoscope. You could do A, B, creating a pattern, if you will. This is fabric 1, fabric 2, fabric 1, fabric 2, right?
Okay.
So what I did was I cut 4 2-inch strips and I sewed them together. So now if we take a look at this, go ahead, Kyle, and I'm going to have you cut this.
I'm left-handed.
Okay. Is it better this way then?
That's the way I have to do it.
No problem. Okay. So go ahead and you're just going to line this up.
I'm going to line that flat part up on the top.
Yep. So line up the flat. There we go. Okay. And let's continue on. We're going to cut 4
now
of
I do
those
this.
total, or 3 more. So we did 1, 2, 3, because I've already cut out 5 of them.
Okay.
Okay. Nice. And 1 more.
Look at all. I don't even have to move my fabric.
No.
I'm just moving the ruler.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
Whoa. I don't know if that cut. There we go.
Perfect. Okay, so let's take a look at the fun patterns. Of course you
really
did. Let's take a look at how fun this becomes. Oh, Kyle, could you grab me the yellow piece of fabric that's out on there? Okay, I'm gonna, these are now new wedges. I have 1, 2, I'm gonna do 3, 4, and so I'm alternating these. Do you see how you get this really cool looking effect? Now, I could also match up the same if I wanted to.
Did you want the whole big piece or the little?
Yeah, I'm going to just cut a small piece off of here. So see, you could have,
I like it.
This be matching. You have this kind of octagonal shape.
That is cool.
All right. But it's going to, if you want all the same, it's going to take twice as much fabric, right? Because you have to have them all the same spaces. But instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use all the fabric that we did cut.
Opposites.
Have them be opposite. Let's see.
That's
so you
cool.
sew 4 together, and then no,
takes a lot of thinking here. Not
it's
really.
It's like putting together a puzzle, right?
I love puzzles.
Okay. So we've got this going on. Look what a
that's
cute
pretty
block.
Cool.
Oh,
whoops!
Did I forget? Oh, here it is. Like, where did that go? There it is.
Because when you sew it, it'll be
and it will all come together. But look how fun that is.
That is really
so
cute.
It's like you have like this giant bullseye, right? So a lot of people will say, well, Kris, how do you put this in to a quilt?
Yeah.
So that's what I want to show you next.
Yes.
Okay.
Good.
So what you do in order to make this into a block, right? Because you can't
I don't
really
want to do that.
No, that's going to be really hard. So in order to make this into a block, what we have to do is create corners, right? So that it now becomes a square. So in order to create corners, this is how you do it. You're going to measure, what is it from point A to point B? What is this furthest measurement?
To the very tips.
Yeah. It's going to be about 6 inches, if I remember correctly. Let me check this. Yeah, it's like 5.5. Once it goes in, it'll be 5. But I'm going to go ahead and cut it to be 6 inches.
So you're sure you're big enough?
So I just want to make sure. So what I want to do is I'm going to hurry and cut a 6-inch square.
Let me do that right here. Do you want to read the comments?
Yeah, why don't, if you wouldn't mind,
cut that.
Cut me 2 6-inch squares.
2?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. While she does that, I'm going to read the comments. Yeah, Marianne says it looks like a pizza. Yes. Sandy, good idea. It would be good for jelly rolls. This would be such a fun project to do with jelly rolls, 2.5-inch strips, right? Indy said she would love a Dresden ruler, but she never knows which size to get as far as angle degrees. That's a great question, Indy. If you want, it depends on how many blades you want. So if you want let's say 8 blades, you're going to do 45 degrees. Okay. So think of it this way. I'm going to bring you down here for a minute. If we're at a 45-degree angle, here's a little bit of a math lesson, right? In any circle, a circle is divided by 360 degrees. So if this is a 45-degree angle and this one's a 45-degree angle, together that makes 90. And this is a 45 degree and this is a 45 degree. That also is 90. So together, 1/2 of that is 180. Half of 360 is 180. So again, it depends on how many blades you want. If you want 8 blades, you like the look of this, you're going to be looking for a 45-degree angle ruler. If you want more blades, you're going to do it by 360 divided by however many blades you have.
Here's your phone.
Let me grab my phone. So let's see.
I know the head, shoulders, knees, and toes thing.
Okay, so if you wanted 12 blades, okay, a lot of people love 12-bladed Dresden rulers. You would be looking for a 30-degree ruler. So because 360 divided by 12 is 30. So if you want 12 blades, you want a 30-degree ruler. 8 blades, you're going to do 45. Hopefully that makes sense. All right. Great question. Eileen says it's like looking down on top of a beach umbrella.
Oh, yeah.
So true.
Good
It does.
thinking.
That
Good
would
thinking.
be really cute,
Your
right?
colors look pretty.
Kind of fun, right? Okay. So how do we add the corners onto it? So you remember I measured from point A to point B, right? And I said that it was just under 6 inches. So I asked Kyle if she would cut me 2 6-inch squares. Why would I say 2 6-inch squares if I need 4 corners?
Because you can cut it in half.
Exactly.
I'm like a genius.
Exactly. You're
I'm
going
a
to cut
genius.
it in half. So Kyle, let's go ahead and cut
these.
these in half.
Okay.
All right. And here's a ruler. We're going to cut it in half on the diagonal.
Corner to corner, right?
Yep, you bet. Okay,
Woo-woo.
very nice. Good job. Okay, so with that being done, once this is all sewn together, I know it looks a little strange right now, but you're going to add these on. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And yes, they will be oversized, but look at that, Kyle.
I'd rather have them oversized. Yep. That's going to be a square.
Is that so cool?
You are blowing my mind
so
today.
Now you have a square. So you're going to, you sew all those together.
I did not see a square at the beginning.
Exactly. But now you see it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now you have a square, and you're just going to center this in between. It's such an easy block, and it looks very difficult.
It looks like you're a genius.
And you will be a genius,
I will be.
by golly, if you do this. And then you just trim it up. And there's your perfect square that's going to go into a quilt.
Don't square this up until you've got everything sewn, right?
Yes. Yep. So again, you need 4 corners to make the square. All I did, once again, I just measured from here to here.
Mm-hmm.
Make it a little bit bigger so that you have room to cut down. Just
bigger is better than smaller.
Oh, yes. Just cut it in half out on diagonal, just like Kyle did, and you sew it on, and now you have a perfect square.
That is cool.
Yay!
I like it. I like it a lot.
So there you go. That is it. Let me show one more thing.
Okay.
You could have so much fun with this.
Oh
you
my
guys.
gosh, yeah.
This one I was playing around with a little bit.
I like the colors.
And so I don't kind of pretty, right? I just grabbed from my
I would have
stash.
never dreamed of those.
But look here, Kyle. I did a 2-inch.
Oh, you only did
2.5, and I did a 4-inch.
Oh,
Okay. So but
I
look
like
how
that a
pretty
lot.
that would be.
I like that a lot.
Oh, I don't have a 4th one here to show you. But you could do that all the way around, and now you have this like perfect octagon going around this way. You could also swap these out.
Oh.
Yes, it looks a little strange because you're like, well, wait a minute. You've got something because they don't line up. But that's also kind of fun to not have them line up. And you have a completely different block.
You know why I like it? You don't have to match up the
exactly. There's a lot of truth to that. You know, so if you can picture that, if you had another little, on this one you would have the opposite
center one. Yep.
Then you would have all these coming together,
cute.
which is kind of fun.
Really
too.
cute. You do the same corners.
Exactly. And then you would do the same corners. So hopefully that helps. Let's grab our seats, my friend. And where are you going? Okay. Here. All right. Woo. Nice. Brenda says, please share that sewn together because her brain isn't seeing it. Yeah, I can do that. I will share that a little bit later. We'll sew that together right after.
Also, if you get the ruler and you do the QR code,
you're going to see that as well. You're going to see how that all comes together. So super fun and really, really cool. Okay, great question. Pam says, with so many seams at the center, how would you press it? Open.
Oh, you press your seams
open. Your seams open. Because you're right. You're absolutely right.
Well,
there are a lot going
to quilt
on.
Over.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. So, oh, I love that, Tana. Red with black dots and a green border, and you've got a watermelon.
Cute idea.
Cute.
Summer's coming.
Yeah.
Someday.
Kathy said, change out the white on the corner and have a different look. Yeah, absolutely. You actually, when you do that, if you change out those corners, you will be able to create almost like a secondary pattern in the quilt. So in fact, we might be able to pull it off with sewing it all together now. Would you mind? I'm going to show you guys pictures for inspiration.
Oops.
And Kyle is going to sew all those wedges together.
Oh boy.
Which you got this, girl. You got this. It won't
Want them opposite
be hard.
of each other?
Yeah, opposite. Okay.
This is a lot of pressure.
Oh my goodness. You're so funny, Kyle. Do not worry. You got this. You got this. All right. What is the quilt behind me? Donna is asking. This is from Stashtastic by Doug Lico, and the fabrics are from Primitive Gatherings. And you can find it on our website. I think it's called Starlight Garden, something like that. Okay. Dana says she's so happy she bought this, even though she didn't remember why. We all understand, Tina. We all understand. So let me share with you some inspirational photos that I found to get you guys, your minds thinking of other projects you can do with this ruler. So these are just things that I found on the web. Look how fun this is. Very, very scrappy, right? So a great way to use your stash. They use the corner blocks all the same, and that's what I'm talking about when I say creating a secondary pattern. Here's another picture of a kaleidoscope, and if you really take a close look, it depends on where you put color choices. Start playing with it. Those are just like wedges of a pizza, right? And you can see where those 45-degree angles come into play. Here's another gorgeous, gorgeous kaleidoscope pattern. And here is the single block with this. This is from Bitsy Pieces, I believe is the name of the quilter. Bits and Pieces. All right. Beautiful, again, very scrappy that I found. Here, this almost looks like a kite block. Oh, there's that one again. Here's another one. Beautiful. This one is actually, rather than putting it in a circular pattern, they just did them side by side and came up with that really great look to that pillow. I loved that. And here's another one. Again, when you see the kaleidoscope, you can see the kaleidoscope, but you can be really scrappy on those corner blocks that come together.
If you did your corner blocks and then you did sashing in between,
so fun.
Is that what it's showing?
You could do that. You could definitely do sashing in between. Right, Brenda, good idea. She said that single block could be a candle mat.
Oh, yeah.
It could. You could just try it out. Just try out one or two and make a really pretty pillow or a table runner or, anything like that. Now she's confused by the side by side. Try it, play with it, have fun with it, and see what happens. Yay, Delone said she tried the QR code on her ruler and it worked.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's a great little thing. Like utilize the QR codes on here. Oftentimes we look at those and go, I don't know what that means. What is going on there, right? But that's what they are there for. So very, very helpful, Delone. All right.
They don't do it for just decoration. Right?
How are we doing, my friend?
Good.
Okay. And don't worry too much about matching up seams. It's fine.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, in a perfect world, right, we would probably pin and everything, but
Let me keep going.
yeah, keep going. It's
Okay.
looking good.
Yeah,
Kyle's
cute.
Kyle's